Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be taking a look at two of my Del Prado Volvo fire engines, and these are both 1/64th scale, one from Scotland and the other one from Ireland. And so I'm going to take a look at both of them individually and then give my overall view thoughts on this collection right here so far. So with that being said, I'm going to begin this video. So the first one I'm going to take a look at is the one up front, and the packaging. And this one is, as you can see, a 1/64th 2000 Major Rescue FL614 UK. And this one's from Scotland. Zoom in right there. The writing is a bit small, so if you want me to make a post of this, I will. Looks like it says DUMFRIES and Galloway Fire and Rescue Service, which is pretty cool. And the writing is a bit small, so if you want me to make a post showing it, I will. Just drop that in the comments. But this is a bit of an up close of it right here. See the lockers all the way across. I'll zoom out just a bit. Got that one big locker right behind, and then you got another one right above the wheel, and then another one behind it, which is pretty nice. Keep all the equipment. I really like across the cab, like that yellow line, or that right here that you can see that goes down and then it goes up. I know it's hard to tell because it's in the packaging, but you can see what I'm talking about. So that's pretty nice. Right along the front of the door, you can see, I believe that looks like a crest or a badge or some type of a symbol right there on the door. Not exactly certain what that is, but I've seen that on a lot of UK fire engines and even in Ireland, so that's pretty cool. It's got that nice little detail. Again, I'll probably make a post of that thing. Turning it around to the front, it says, as you can see on it, it says rescue, and I know it might be hard to see it because of the dark color. And got the mirrors on both sides. I like that it has the Volvo thing going across the front of the grille. That's pretty nice. And then you got the blue light bar, and it says fire right there in the middle. I know it's hard to see it, but it's right there. Zoom in. Yeah, that writing looks a bit faded, but that's there. So it's pretty nice. I'm going to zoom out just a bit. So that'll be it for that part. And then turning it around to the back, you've got the area right back here, which is pretty nice. I like that color scheme on it. Looks like the yellow and like an orangish color, reddish color. Zoom in. And then right back there, it looks like some type of a door where they open up at the back to hook up for the pumps, I believe. Where they hook up the hoses, so that's pretty nice. Or maybe that's an area where they keep more stuff. I'm not too sure. That's pretty cool that that's there. And then I'm going to take a look at the top right here. That's pretty nice. It's a lot, kind of a little bit like my Oxford fire engines. They got that camera or light right here. So that's pretty nice. But on this one, you see there's another one right back here, which is pretty cool that it has two of them, like camera or light. So they've got two of them, which is pretty nice. No ladders on this one, which is a little bit different. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice one. And I've used this one in a couple of my previous vids in the past, in some of my videos in the past. This is a pretty nice one. It's a nice one from Scotland. It's a pretty cool one. This is the only one I have like this, so it's a pretty nice one. I really like the look of it. And really nicely detailed for a 1/64th scale model fire engine. I also forgot to mention I like the writing that it has on it. You can see right above the lockers that I showed in the beginning, and also the lights on the side of it, those blue things right there, which is pretty cool. Two above where the big one is, and then one above each of the other two lockers at the back, so that's a pretty nice one. That one's from Scotland. And then this was a lucky find, I think it was last year. This one is from Ireland, and it's from the Galway Fire Service. And you can see it's got some Irish writing on it. S-I-E, or SEIRBHISTOITEAN CHONTAENAGAILLIMHE. Pretty cool. Pretty nice writing. I'm not exactly certain what that says or what that means, but that's pretty cool that that's there. So it's got that writing. Going to the front of the cab, you can see right there, it looks like it's got the crest or the symbol. SEIRBHIS. I'm not too sure what that part is below. Probably make a post for it if you want. Just drop that in the comments. I'm gonna zoom out a bit here. So a lot like the last one, I'm keeping them both in their packaging just because of the fragile parts. So I'll do my best. If you guys want me to make some pictures of these, I will. Pictures for a post, I will. Just say that in the comments. I really like the yellow line that goes across the cab as well as across the lockers at the back, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. I'm going to turn it around for just a second here. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little more up close. I like how it says Volvo and then Fire Rescue written on the front, and then you got the Volvo sign going across the grill like that in the front part. It says FL6, which is pretty nice. Got a blue light bar going across the top, which is pretty cool. Really like the look of that. Zoom out. And then turning it around to the back, you can see the area at the back right here. Probably the area where they hook up the hoses or the pumps, which is pretty nice. And then there's looks like a ladder on the left side in the clear, which is pretty cool. So there's that. I'm gonna take a look from above. As you can see, there's do my best here for a split second. I know it may be hard to kind of tell, but do it like this. You can see one ladder on the far left. That looks like the small one by the stand. Then you got another long one that goes across the top, as you can see, the one that's closest to us. And then there's another one going down the middle. Tilt it like this. I don't know if that works or not. I'll probably make some posts if you want to see, but then there's another one in the middle. I'll even show it to you like this. You can see the other one across the middle, which is pretty cool. That's nice. So now I'm going to give my overall view thoughts on this collection. So these right here are both 1/64 scale model fire engines from Prado. I'm not sure exactly how that's pronounced. Both are pretty nice. I really like having one from Scotland and the other one from Ireland. It's pretty cool to have two different fire engines from two different places, which is pretty nice. I really like that one is a major rescue, and the way that that looks, that's the only major rescue fire engine I have in my collection. It's pretty nice. So it's a pretty cool one. And then I also like having the other one from Galway because I don't really have very many Irish fire engines in my collection. I got a few, but when I saw that one, I definitely had to get it for my collection just because it's from Ireland and it goes well with the other Irish fire vehicles that I have in my collection. So this is a pretty nice one right here. They're pretty hard to find. I know that they make fire engines from all around the world, but I really like the UK and Ireland ones. So these two are really good for my collection, and I really like having them. And it's pretty nice to have some in the 1/64th scale, which is pretty cool. They're fairly decent size. A little bit bigger than some of the other ones, but this is a really nice collection I have so far. So I can't wait to get some more like this. So it's a pretty cool one. So this is a nice collection. So if you like the Prado emergency vehicles, I highly recommend getting ones like these for your collections. These are pretty cool and very nicely detailed, just like a lot of the other ones I've shown you on here. So be sure you get these for your collection. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please be sure you stay tuned for the next one.